Hey, good morning, Vic. Wayne here on Tuesday morning about 7:30. Hey man, I got your website pulled up here, and as we were talking a little bit this weekend, wanted to see if I could take a look at it and give you a few pointers if you're interested on pulling in some more phone calls to obviously get more business. Got a good looking website here. Look, I'm just kind of spitballing here. I was going to throw this over to you, just give you some idea what it is I do and what it is that I can do to help you grow your business, depending on how much you want to grow it. But let me go through a few quick things here for you. Obviously, this is your site, good looking site. The only real drawback is that it's not pulling in any phone calls. It's basically acting like a business card for you because it's not actively getting any phone calls. Let me show you what I'm talking about. If I go to Google, which everybody and their brother does when they need something done, and let's say we type in commercial HVAC contractor, Brooklyn, New York. And I've looked in Hoboken and Long Island and all the surrounding areas, and we can do this for each one, but I just decided to choose Brooklyn. So commercial HVAC contractor, Brooklyn, New York. What comes up? Obviously, when you type that in, you get these ads up here, which we're not going to be concerned with. This section right here is called the Google My Business section. And you may know all this, and so if so, I'll not touch on that too much. But we'll talk about this in just a minute. That's Google My Business section. And then down here on page one, you got first position, second position. All of this is on page one. This is what's called the organic section. So you got Google My Business and organic. 60 to 70% of the people, when they Google something that they're searching for, like this here, they're going to choose one of these top three people right here. Just because it's in their face, they don't have to look around. That's who's getting the phone call. The other 40% will be chosen from this organic section. So obviously, getting in the number one, number two spot and being up here just solidifies lots of phone calls coming in. So based on what I did here, so let's take this number one person, TF O'Brien. He's doing something right because he's on page one of Google, position number one. Now he's not here, but he's here. So what I've done is I go take a look at his site. This is one of your competitors, obviously. And we look at this site. I'm going to talk about three things real quick. I'm going to talk about content. I'm going to talk about backlinks and keywords and then citations. Content. Google wants to see at least 1,500 words of content. This is content right here on your home page of your website. Google, in order for Google to rank anybody's site, they're looking for who has the authoritative site, who's given information out there that helps clients and customers. So they're looking for content, informational content. So you can see this website does have some content. It doesn't have near enough, but it does have some content. And obviously, if we go over to yours, you've got a little bit here and there, but really no content at all. So that's the first thing you could do is you could revamp your website, get you at least 1,500, 2,000 words of actual content, informational content, so that consumers can read it. Google spiders will crawl through that and start ranking your site, moving it up, up, and up. So before I go any further, let's go back and take a look at how we compare the two businesses. This is a tool that we use, a third-party tool, and I can go into, let me put you in here. Hang tight with me 1 minute. All right, so this is what I'm looking at right here. This is a DR, which is a domain rating, and it's a score from 0 to 100. And this is your website. You can see right here, all Temp Mechanical. You don't have any metrics, which is obvious because your website's not producing what it should. So let's go over here and look at this competitor of yours, TF O'Brien. And we look in their section here. See, their DR is at 18. Once again, that's 0 to 100. Higher the number, the more powerful your website. The more powerful your website, the more phone calls you get. The more phone calls, obviously, the more business. So that's what we're looking for. So we talked about content. Your site needs a lot of content. This guy's site doesn't have but maybe 500 to 700 words of content, so he's easy to beat. Backlinks I was talking about. These are they're not all created equal. Backlinks are nothing more than votes that you get from other websites. So if you were able to put your website link on somebody else's powerful website so that when others are looking at those sites, they can click on your link and it brings them back to you. There again, you want to have good links. Those are very powerful and get your website getting more phone calls quickly. The big thing right here, keywords. When somebody goes into Google and needs a commercial HVAC system or mechanical work, whatever, they're going to go in and they're going to type in what's called a keyword. These are all keywords. Commercial air conditioning repair near me. See this volume? There's over 100 people searching for that phrase every month. This is commercial heating cooling service. Now this doesn't have the word Brooklyn or NY after it, so this is national. Only 40 people nationally are looking for that, so I wouldn't use that one. Boiler repair Brooklyn, 150 people are looking for that every month in Brooklyn. Rephrase it. Brooklyn boiler repair, another 70. Another 30. HVAC repair Brooklyn, 90 people a month looking. You can see where we're going with this. We're getting almost 500 people a month looking for some sort of HVAC/mechanical work just in the Brooklyn area. Here's another 150. HVAC Brooklyn, 150 people. Furnace repair, 40 people. So you want to have all of these keywords or phrases, if you will, in your website. These words are going to be embedded in your content that you or someone writes for your website. As your website gets built out with content, you insert these keywords throughout, and that way when someone types in one of these keywords, your site comes up. So that's huge. Put all these keywords in your site. So we go back to the overview, and these are the keywords that your competitor TF O'Brien has embedded in his site. It's in this content that we're talking about. Also, pictures that are on your sites need to be saved. Let's see what this is. And this is on O'Brien's site again. See, he should have saved this as one of the keywords. Because see, Google doesn't care what the picture looks like. The spiders are crawling around looking to see what's behind it. I would have saved this as HVAC Brooklyn. That's another keyword. Just gives you more power. So it's really simple. So, content. Need more content. We need keywords so that they are embedded in the content. And then the last thing is what I was talking about over here to get into this section here, the Google My Business. As you can see here, these players here are easy to beat. This guy's only got 10 reviews, 9 reviews, 2 reviews, and they're in the top 3. All this is, there are over 300 different directories that you can insert your business name, address, your hours, and your phone number into. Most of these players might put it in 5, 10, 15, 20 of those directories. We just beat it. Why not put it in all 200 or 300 directories? And now you're up in this top part here, as well as the organic. You're getting 80 to 90% of the phone calls when anybody ever Googles commercial HVAC. So you can see there's a lot of things that we can do to help. If you're interested in wanting to grow it a little more, I'd be glad to talk to you in depth, put a plan together, show you what we can do, or give you tips so that you can do it. If you've got somebody in-house who wants to do it, I'll be glad to just guide your person to help get it where it needs to be. But you can definitely dominate any of the markets in your area. Each one of your boroughs or Berkeley, Hoboken, Long Island, Manhattan, Brooklyn. We could put what's called that GMB right here. We could do this. We could get you in each one of those locations. Each one. As well as getting on here. How many extra phone calls you suppose you might get off that? It's going to be a pile. Look, brother, I'm just going to give you a quick shout, let you see kind of what it is my son and I and Natalie do. If you want some help with this and getting some more phone calls coming in, let's talk a little bit and go from there. Enjoyed our time together down here, brother. Y'all have fun. Tell Vinny I said hey.